Hello and welcome back, everybody, to some more Double Dash. Today we got JHawk versus OptimisticEmo. I've kind of switched places with Emo here. He's now in the driver's seat, and I put myself in the commentator's chair. And with me on the commentary is Razin Koopa.
Good evening, everyone. I'm looking
Wow.
forward to a nice match tonight. Should be a battle of titans here.
Oh yeah, should be a fun one. For those of you who aren't familiar with the players, I mean, Emo really needs no introduction, but just in case, he's ranked number 2. He's got a couple world records under his belt, and plenty of times that are pretty close to world records. So he's definitely top tier double dasher. JHawk, you guys may not have heard of, only because he's actually a late entrance to the league. He was replacing Toast Rider, who could not continue to play in this league. So JHawk's is a replacement. He's at rank 34, so pretty similar to Toast in skill, and still quite a good player. So should be fun.
Yeah, actually, many of JHawk's PRs are pretty close to Emo's. So again, I expect a lot of close races in this one. Definitely looking forward to it. So we do have the bans in here. Emo is banning DK Mountain, and JHawk is going with the Toast strategy of not banning any tracks, leaving his options open.
Look at that, the perfect Toast replacement. He's like him in every way. I wonder how good at SM64 he is.
I don't know. You have to ask him. We're starting off with Sherbertland tonight. Good warm-up track.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised to see it. I've never really seen Emo kind of hasty to pick Sherbertland, but I don't know. Maybe he's just feeling nice on it in warm-ups. It can kind of change from match to match. But yeah, JHawk's got a pretty good PR here, actually a low 114. Emo obviously having
a 13.6, I believe. Yeah.
Which is actually quite close to world record, so definitely Emo's advantage here, but JHawk's got a nice time as well.
His lap one's looking pretty solid. It's pretty close to his ghost. Emo's just behind his too.
Okay.
Yeah. Bit of time loss, not terrible.
Yeah, kind of just came back with some extra spacing and perhaps a normal MT. Playing it safe around the Shy guys there as well.
He put up a 25.9. Emo got a 25.4, so a half-second lead.
Yeah, solid opener. Definitely on 114 pace here. Going to be pausing JHawk stream real quick, just in an attempt to desync or resync the timers.
Yeah. I think Emo's stream is slightly better, but they look pretty close.
Yeah, and it can make a huge difference on Sherbertland.
Yeah. Emo picking up another half a second lead on lap 2. So probably going to need a mistake for JHawk to catch up on this one. But Emo got a little air on that, kind of hit a bump. Not terrible though.
Like a mid 114 though, still very solid run it looks like.
This sideways at the end, nice. Those are both pretty good times, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 115, that is tough to beat.
Yeah, 115.0 is very solid for a one try, I'd say. Maybe for Emo, he would be hoping for a better one, but definitely enough to take down JHawk. And that's points on the board for Emo, and actually JHawk's pick, as the loser picks the next track, and he's going straight to Waluigi Stadium. Interesting.
There you go. A lot can go wrong on that course, so that's certainly going to shake things up.
Yeah, it's also kind of interesting. I've never really seen many players hasty to pick this track. I wonder if he's just wanting to get it out of the way or if he actually enjoys it. God forbid.
Hey man, why does everybody rag him, Waluigi? Come on.
I don't. What do you mean why? You know why. It's a squirrely track, lots of bumps, lots of mud. It just doesn't feel like you're speedrunning it, no matter how good you are at it.
Not gonna comment on that.
Yeah. That being said, though, definitely huge. Like because for that very reason, there's a huge gap between high skilled and low skilled players here. Like more so than other courses. Some courses there aren't even really that many places to make huge mistakes on, but like this, I mean, you could just take a bad corner that like someone doesn't understand and takes a lot of time.
Those piranha plants kill runs. I've learned from experience. Well, player's getting a pretty good start. JHawk electing not to do the ramp trick. Doesn't cost too much, but it is time that Emo's going to pick up. Oh, but that's a big mistake from Emo there, hitting the ramp and getting air. You want to avoid that as much as possible.
And those are those big mistakes we were talking about, actually. Probably what JHawk was looking for going into this track. Although
Emo looks very behind on cycles. Yeah, he's having to take wide lines around those piranha plants. Not good.
Despite that, still making up time and actually coming up about even
oh no, JHawk getting hit by the fireball. Having to use the shroom, not sure if I agree with that. It's pretty easy to get an MT built up very fast.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting shroom, actually. I'm gonna do the mud skip another time. Oh, he's actually...
He doesn't do mud skip, yeah. I mean...
Oh, right. Well, still, even more time
the safe strategy. Yeah, exactly. So he was ahead, now pretty significantly behind, actually.
Oh, yeah. That'll
looking like Emo's going to take this one unless I'm not going to say it. All right, he's safe.
No LJ sads here. Oh, is that... I don't know what to call it now.
I don't know what to call that either. Have we seen that? I think we've seen that happen once in the league, the falling off that ramp.
Well, actually, I believe you were at work when it happened earlier, but just a couple hours ago against LJ, he fell off twice in a row.
Yeah. I'm not privy to the results of that match.
Yeah, so that was an interesting outcome. It could happen.
Emo up 2-0, and JHawk sticking with the risky tracks. Rainbow Road. Seeing that one early this time.
Yeah, I did see, I'm not sure. Again, this is my first time commentating JHawk, and he's pretty new to the league, so I guess we know the least about him. But, it's hard to tell what tracks he likes in one tries yet. He may not even know which tracks he likes himself. It takes a couple matches to be like, okay, I generally do well on this track, or I generally don't do well on this track. Like, regardless of your PRs, it's just kind of a one try mentality. And I don't know. I see him warming up. He was streaming warming up earlier today just on All Cup Tour. So hopefully pretty evenly warmed up on all tracks.
That's what you hope for. Always good to put some time into everything.
Yeah.
So let's see. Obviously these hairpins can save a lot of time or lose a ton of it if you end up getting stuck. Both negotiating it quite well. Let's see if Emo goes for the extra MT. No, he's not.
Yeah, it looks like he might be, seeing if he can, though. If he doesn't like the setup, I wouldn't be surprised for him to quickly just say, nah, don't do it. It's too dangerous. But,
he actually fell a little bit behind by missing that very first zipper going into the spiral. So he's going to have to play a little bit of catch-up. The skills are certainly there. His PR on this course is a 255, which is very, very good compared to JHawk's 257.9, so he's got plenty of course to catch up.
Yeah, just short of the God standard and a hard God standard at that.
JHawk using his shroom, but not really the best shroom I've seen.
Yeah, Emo definitely won out with the better art tech there. Stayed pretty tight, or at least tight enough for a one try.
Emo did use his shroom though, didn't he? At the very end of that?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So I think he could have gotten a little bit more out of that one. It looks pretty tied right about now. Both hitting the zippers almost simultaneously.
Yeah, you got to watch for that shroom advantage actually on Emo's side here. You still got that extra shroom saved up.
I did not see JHawk use the second one. Was it on the hairpin?
I honestly don't know. I don't.
That's my guess. That's my guess. It's usually don't have time to use both on the spiral at the right before the finish line. It's kind of suboptimal.
Right. I wonder if he just wanted to get rid of them in case of a fall, but I don't know, man. You just really gotta avoid the falls and just use the shrooms where you need them. He needs all the time save he can get against Emo.
Yeah, that was a much better shroom from Emo, putting up a 58.8 versus the 59.8. Whole second gain on lap 2. He's really showing his stuff here.
Yeah, definitely a long track where you can get a very good lead just by driving, like despite your opponent not making any huge mistakes.
I mean, you do definitely have to hand it to these racers. They're both going very, very well on this track.
Yeah,
Ooh,
so
he
far
looked
so
a
good.
little
Some
sketched there, but no
mistakers.
problem.
Yep. Busting out the A-Tech strats here. Oh, well, switching back to the normal MCs.
very, very strong.
I don't blame him. Like, it's kind of a hard setup sometimes.
Definitely. Well, yeah, Emo's got a pretty large lead going right up to the finish line. I think he's going to end up taking this one down. And that was a little wide at the end, but still enough to put up a 2:58. JHawk just missing the sub of 3 minutes. So Emo's going to take that 3-0.
Right.
JHawk saying he accidentally activated his second shroom, so that is probably the cause of where that went.
Yeah, I actually sympathize with that mistake. I thought I was alone in making that mistake, but I swear, so many times when my finger's coming back down to repress the A button while I'm A-teching, I'll just fat finger it and hit that X button, and
It can happen.
Yeah. Taking him to Bowser's Castle next. Wants to get all these risky tracks out of the way.
I approve.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad idea. He will have to face Emo on these, more, less chance of falling tracks, as we run out of picks here, of course. But, I don't know, maybe getting him out early, trying to catch Emo off guard. So far hasn't really worked out, though. Emo's showing that he can hold it together for sure. That's really all he has to do against JHawk. He has the better times. He just has to not make those huge mistakes like he's done in the past, and he'll get it.
Let's see what happens.
Starting off from BC. Oh!
Missed start boost.
Emo missing the start.
Minor mistake.
Yeah, actually happens. I was kind of worried because I did that once, and I think I was the only one to do it. But now that other people are doing it, I'm like, oh, nice. I'm not alone.
It can come out of nowhere sometimes.
Yeah, it's actually pretty easy to hit start boost and double dash. That's why you don't see it often. But it happens. It happens.
Looks like he's already made up the time. Seems pretty close already.
BC is another one of those tracks where if you have those advanced strats, you can just make up time like it's nothing. He actually gets extra MTs off, like on the balcony section, you'll see.
Shrooming lap 1, stay on his cycles. JHawk is hanging on to his. Emo almost getting tagged by that.
Yeah, and
looking a little scary.
Loses a little speed. Couldn't decide which lane to go down, but eventually decided and wasn't a full stop, so.
Yeah, and actually he had to go right of the fourth Thwomp, bad cycle, so that cost him a bit more time. Now you're seeing a pretty significant difference between these two racers.
Oh yeah.
Emo just knowing the course a little bit better. His cycles are better.
Yeah, Emo's taking off with it. Still got his ghost in the distance there, which I gotta say for BC is kind of what you want. I mean, this is a track that you can't really expect to get too close to your PR on, but still driving pretty solid so far for Emo. JHawk, like you said, hanging in there. Just hoping for Emo to make those big mistakes. That's why he picked the track, most likely.
No problems with the fireballs. Yeah, I would definitely. We're gonna need to see a fall from you if JHawk's gonna have a chance here. He's seconds behind at this point.
JHawk getting by that firebar room pretty well. His second lap was actually a little bit spooky. He had to like cancel an MT just to save himself.
Those stairs by Emo not so hot.
And there's the stuckage.
Saved it.
That B, what JHawk is looking for, still behind. Actually,
he's got the shroom. He's got the shroom.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh!
What the heck? Takes it! He takes it!
He gets the point! Oh
wow.
Man, Emo.
Oh my goodness. Who saw that coming? I didn't see that coming.
That's the thing about those long courses. So much time to mess up on. JHawk had that extra shroom and got it down. Whew.
Wow.
Yeah, I gotta say, it could have been worse from Emo. I mean, he could have totally just been stuck there for a bit. I've seen even people go into the lava after getting stuck there pretty often. So not a terrible recovery from Emo, but still a huge mistake and just enough for JHawk to scrape it back. And that's why he picked the track and got a point on the board. Taking it to Emo's pick.
Good decision. Wow.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
I totally agree with you. That was one heck of a recovery by Emo. He definitely gave himself the best chance to hang on to his lead.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, he's driving better the whole race. It all added up and almost was enough, but yeah, JHawk scraped it by, clutched it.
Gotta hand it to him. You know, what you need is a consistent race, and that's what he put up on that track.
Yeah, no, that was a pretty solid run. Really only a mishap in the firebar room where he kind of had to slow down to avoid a fireball, and you know, a slight stuckage on the lane divider, but overall pretty solid. And Emo, tired of these tracks, these long Rainbow Road, Bowser's Castle tracks. He wants to take it to a place where he can show off his skill and put JHawk back in his place. Show off the A-Tech.
Certainly a track that favors the higher seed.
Oh yeah, this track is very A-Tech heavy. A lot of long straightaways, as you'll see they're on right now. Usually better line, faster MTs, better spacing, all things that Emo has over JHawk will be shown here. You can already see him just after that straightaway taking a little bit of a lead. And here comes the next straightaway where he hopes to do the same thing and rinse and repeat.
Both players very close to their ghosts, racing as cleanly as possible. Just a 0.4 second difference. So, JHawk certainly within striking distance here.
Yep. Mushrooms get by okay. Emo with a slight bonk, but recovers pretty well. Doesn't get stuck on those pillars.
And that might give JHawk a little bit more time back on this lap. Let's see when they get close to the finish line.
Yeah, and then
a little bonk there. Not terrible. See if they go inside the truck and JHawk went left.
Yeah, so Emo saving more time.
Yeah, JHawk actually lost time on that. I think it was just he wasn't as clean in the final sections.
Oh yeah, and actually I saw a drop MT as well, so Emo looking to take it home. Cycles on the third lap are only really scary on this last straightaway. We've seen players, myself included, hit those trucks in the final moments of the track, unfortunately. So
JHawk going really wide there. His cart got loose.
And Emo makes it by just okay.
No problem.
Busted out the low 135. Saying, sit down, JHawk. That was a fluke.
That actually beats JHawk's PR, so tough to take it down when your opponent is out racing your best.
Yeah, and no, pretty solid time from Emo. Didn't see too many mistakes. Really, just he got a bonk. Perhaps some dropped MTs. It's kind of hard to tell when I'm looking at two screens, but it was enough.
So we are off to Dino Jungle, going back to the dangerous tracks. I'm starting to notice the pattern here.
Oh yeah, back to JHawk's picks. That's what it means. So,
well, what can I say? We don't want to see anybody diving into the river for sure.
Yeah, and I doubt Emo will go for shroomless. I think that'd be a very bad idea. Let me have a look at his PR. So Jordan's got or JHawk has a 143 Dino Jungle, which is actually pretty solid, and that's kind of in the range for when you want to start or maybe already be doing the shroomless jump on this course. However, doubt we'll see it in the one try. Emo definitely doesn't feel like he wants to, and then even if JHawk goes for it and makes it, it's pretty unlikely that it will.
There goes Emo!
No, but Emo loses
all man. Wow. Well, he's probably going to try it now. He almost has no choice.
Yeah, that is a huge time loss on DDJ. I mean, just look at all this track that Emo has to traverse where Shroom would cut it out instantly. So Shroom's definitely making a huge difference on DDJ. Dang, I hate to see that lap one.
JHawk picking the risky tracks, and it looks like it might pay off for him, but he still has to finish this one out. He could take a fall too, and Emo would pounce on that opportunity.
Yeah, he would, although JHawk already using one shroom is a huge time save over Emo going around, and here he goes using the second shroom. So even if JHawk falls, I'm pretty sure Emo would still be very disadvantaged. I don't know if his driving can make up that much time.
The railing on that bridge saving JHawk there. He certainly went a little wide, but no issues. Going into lap 3 with a huge lead.
Yep.
Emo's not trying the shroomless on the first 2 laps. I don't know. Maybe he's thinking JHawk's going to fall and he just needs to rely on his racing. Might have been worth the gamble, though.
Yeah, it could be. It's just. I don't think Emo's ever made it in a one try, and I don't think he's played DJ in a little while now. So yeah, there he is going around. Doesn't think it's worth the risk. Like, even if you need to, it's just such a hard strat to pull off, and doesn't want to risk it.
It really is, especially if if you're thinking, oh, my opponent could have fallen too, better play it safe. You never know. But as it is, JHawk taking this one down, making it 4-2.
Yep.
The track picks are paying off.
Yeah, so far. I mean, we got that Bowser barely paid off, and now DJ, which paid off really well. That's basically the perfect climate that JHawk wanted to win there. Emo falls off, loses both his shrooms. JHawk doesn't fall. Boom. Win condition. But
that's all it takes sometimes.
Ooh, back to Emo's pick, and he's taken his bread and butter, dry desert.
Not surprised to see that pick.
Oh yeah, world record holder for both the 3-lap and the flap categories. Fast lap, that is. And I'm excited to see this. His first couple attempts in this league playing dry weren't super great, but he seems to be doing better in one tries on dry, so I'm excited to see it. He is actually even pulling out the world record ghost there.
There you go. You'll be able to see the best on stream. Could we get a world record tonight? Maybe. That'd be quite a treat.
That would be a treat, especially considering this is maybe one of the most optimized world records in the game. Emo has taken it that far.
He certainly has. And watch when we get to the dune section.
Just see how well Emo's driving already, being right up close to that world record ghost right there. Pressure's on. Definitely looking to get a very low 29-second opener here. If the last corner favors him, could be even lower.
JHawk's racing pretty well. He got a little bit of sloppiness in the dune section, but you could just see the time difference there. 29.1 versus a 30.5. This is certainly Emo's bread and butter track.
Oh yeah, and still keeping that ghost of his on a leash. I mean, doesn't want to leave it. Letting that ghost just drag him to victory. So far, driving actually insanely well. Look at this dune section.
Amazing.
Oh, last corner as well.
I'll need to get some tips, man.
Oh yeah. 28 6-second lap. Holy cow. Oh, and there's the wide bonk, but still. Actually, very, very nice recovery as low as he could. He could have been sent further by that, but keeps it tight again.
JHawk using his third shroom to catch up here. Still very far behind though. Just
ignoring JHawk's stream a little bit. I'm just in awe of Emo right now. He's still got that world record ghost in sight, looking to get a 128.
Wow.
Woo! 128.7. Hot there.
That's insane.
In the words of OptimisticEmo. Versus a 132. JHawk needed a miracle to win that one, and he didn't get it. So, another point on the board for Emo. Probably feeling pretty good about himself after that time.
Certainly showing what he's capable of. That's Emo at his best.
Yeah. Yeah, and without that bonk, who knows how close that could have been. I mean, he could have maybe even beaten Goomba's PR. Might have been on pace for it there. I mean, I think the furthest he was from his ghost was 0.3 before that bonk. And then, so.
Yeah, if that. All right, we're off to Daisy Cruiser. This track has a love-hate relationship with the league.
I think it's mostly hate.
I would tend to agree. We've definitely seen a lot of players take early spills on this one, and no bueno.
Yeah, although I say that, and I did perform pretty well on it earlier today, so maybe I don't mind it as much.
Let's not see the kitchen sink here. We want to avoid that.
Oh yeah. But ready to start up. Both players already got that pool skip in their mind. Do they want to take a dip?
No. Have we seen people fall into the basement this league? It's pretty rare.
No, I don't think so. Or at least I haven't. I remember Goomba saying he wanted to see it happen. Because
of course. Just we got to show off the entirety of the track, right?
That's true. We got to show off that pipe down there, which honestly doesn't lose as much time as you'd think. Right, both players make it okay. Not shrooming lap 1.
Yep. Good stairs. Good stairs.
Yeah, Emo's stairs are actually a little bit bumpy there, but and getting by that table okay. Slight bonk, not too terrible.
JHawk racing very well, extremely close to his ghost.
Yeah,
Get that extra MT in there. Oh, he dropped one around the corner though. That's gonna cost him some time.
Perhaps even lost a little speed. Dragging on that wall. The Emo with the 32 opener. Very nice. JHawk with the 33.4 is still not bad though.
Yeah. JHawk held on to his shroom. Maybe he didn't like his entrance angle.
Yeah, he either forgot or just didn't like the setup, and maybe he'll use it right here. Yeah, there it is. Okay, the flap shroom strat.
Ooh, that's an interesting shroom. Ouch.
Yeah, JHawk using his second shroom in an interesting spot, just doesn't want to... Yeah, maybe he just doesn't want to use the shrooms over that pool skip.
Playing it safe can work out.
Yeah.
Let's see if Emo did. Okay, Emo held on to that. Certainly did not like his entrance angle at all. If he's going to hang on to that shroom, he'll probably use it in the flap spot.
Yeah, most definitely. We'll see it around this corner right here.
Yeah, there it is.
There it goes. Using it earlier than JHawk, something to keep in mind. Wants to get the most out of that shroom. You know, get that 70 miles per hour throughout the entire corner, getting him close, and that'll be
pretty solid race from Aero 138 versus the 139. Again, just nothing stellar, but enough to win. JHawk was just a little bit more sloppy. That was the difference.
Yep. And
it takes it to 6-2, match point.
Yeah, match point for Emo already, and JHawk wants to take it a mushroom bridge, running out of those risky tracks. Although I gotta say, this track is definitely deceivingly risky. We've seen a lot of spaghetti. Honestly, we've seen more spaghetti on this track than we have Rainbow Road.
I would absolutely agree with that.
There's just cars everywhere. Drivers can't stay in their lanes. Milk trucks. I don't know where they're taking all that milk, but
everybody's honking at you too. I mean, they think it's your fault.
Oh yeah.
That bus right off the start gives me trouble almost every time I play.
Yeah, that's a scary one. Honestly, that corner in general is pretty scary because that's right where the lap 3 truck is as well. And let me tell you, that lap 3 truck definitely not staying in his lane. He wants, it's like he's trying to get the tightest line, and he just doesn't want to give you any space to fit in there.
Race to heart.
Yeah. But we'll have to see if they can get by it come lap 3. Hopefully they'll be fast enough to even get the chance to avoid it, make that cycle. As you know, if you hit a car before then you don't have to worry about the truck. But ideally, you do neither. First lap coming out.
Start.
Yeah, with the 26.8. On 118 pace actually here. Could be, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, no mistakes from either player. Emo's line's just slightly, cleaner. JHawk was pretty far off the edge on that tunnel on lap 2, so he's probably gonna lose a bit more time.
Yeah, just bleeding time here. Oh, and there's a 25.9. Oh my gosh.
Lap 3 truck, no problem for either player.
There it is. We got through.
Emo's just gotta finish it out, and he'll take this match.
Yeah, keeping his ghost right there. Definitely looking to get a 118 here, hopefully.
Certainly looking strong. Emo playing extremely well.
Honestly, JHawk not playing too shabby either. Ooh, still gets the 119.
But
Emo taking it by an entire second.
Sub 120 is very respectable on this course. A lot of competitors are getting above that mark, you know, hitting cars, things like that. So again, a clean race from JHawk, just not enough to take the map.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to finish this out, give JHawk a couple more opportunities to pick up some more points here.
Yeah, even though Emo has already secured himself the best of 13 races, 13 races are still played. You get 1 point per race, and if you get the best of 13, which Emo has just done, then you get a plus 5 points. So far looking good. JHawk with 2 points, and Emo already secured himself 12 points, hoping to take some more with these last races.
So what strats do you think we're going to see here on Baby Park? Obviously, neither player is going to do 6 MT. They are certainly above that skill level. So it's either 8 MT or swag strat.
I'm pretty sure he'll go for 8 MT. You know, when Emo is against Goomba, I would think, oh, but Emo actually going sideways.
Yep. Oh, now he's going. Now he's straightening it out.
Okay,
Maybe
okay. Just
wanted to try something out on lap 1.
Yeah. So there's the 8 MT coming out.
Oh, he got stuck.
That was close. Could have been a lot worse. I always think people come to a full stop on those corners, and that's just what happens when you're trying to drive it tight like this.
Yeah, he gave up whatever lead he had on lap 1, but lap 3 he actually earned it right back, gaining 0.2 on JHawk there.
Yeah, you might definitely tested the water with those sideways MTs. Didn't like the water though. It's pretty cold. Switching back to 8 MT, doesn't feel super pressured, as I was saying, like he would against a player like Goomba, perhaps with pressure.
Getting another 0.1, that's a very strong lap time without the shrooms.
And JHawk actually using the Stolo shroom. Ooh, and actually going wide with that next shroom. Here comes.
That's just a very strong time from Emo. 104.6. That's got to be.
Ooh, and getting the 0.4 shroom lap.
Yeah. Wow.
Also, just solid 0.1s in an 8 MT is really what he's looking for. He even had a low 0.1 in there. So, definitely pretty good. Only mistake was really getting stuck a little bit there on that one corner.
Yeah, he actually did beat JHawk's PR. So again, just a very strong race from Emo there. I'm not sure if it was God standard, but it was extremely close. Definitely Myth Plus. That's the type of time you want to see.
Yeah, I actually don't remember what the God standard is for the 3-lap there.
It's somewhere between a 650 and a 670. Somewhere in there, I think.
Oh, okay. So yeah, real close. Or maybe he definitely got on the flap though, although that's less of a statement. Actually, a really solid one. Got plus 10. He got the 0.4. Really solid shroom lap from Emo, and we'll be moving on to Luigi Circuit here. Like I said, JHawk running out of those risky tracks. Still some hazards though, as there are in every track. You know, you really want to get close to that sand corner, the sand U-turn, and it's very easy to just drop an MT or just get a little too ambitious with your line and start hitting the sand.
Neither player hitting the chomp off the start. Well done.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a mistake we've seen. That really sucks because you also lose your shrooms. It seems kind of unfair, but yeah.
I forget who did it, but somebody has come up on the wrong side of that.
Oh, wait a minute, that might have been me. During like my.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Oh, whatever. It was a while ago. I've played more LC since then. So far, Emo looking ahead here, just getting better lines. JHawk kind of had to fix his line there a bit, cost him a bit of time, but yeah, losing 0.2 there, which is pretty significant on LC. This is another one of those tracks where it's hard to make up, big time games. So as long as Emo keeps it together in this third lap, we should see another point. Although it's still close. Players throwing out their shrooms. And there you have it. Emo taking it with a somewhat comfortable 0.7 lead. Oh man, actually Raz and Koopa having some technical difficulties, unfortunately. His computer crashed. So he should be back soon. But we will continue on. I'll be solo commentating until his return. But yeah, JHawk wasting no time in these picks. I mean, every time a race finishes, doesn't have anything to say about it, just boom, next pick, boom, next pick. And this time choosing Peach Beach. Unfortunately, one of Emo's better tracks, definitely got some solid times here, and he's also performed very well during one try, so this is going to be a tough one for JHawk to make up. Race is getting ready to start. Yeah, and Neema's definitely shown that he can bust out some like low 108s, or sorry, even 107s, like mid 107s. I believe he's even gotten like low 107s in one try, so definitely tough times for JHawk here to beat. Alright, first corner looking okay. Still plenty of track left to make up. Emo may be slightly ahead though. And Razard. Is he back?
Oh, I'm right here.
Woo! Welcome back, buddy.
Peach Beach, huh? Looking pretty close so far.
Yeah, Emo taking a 0.3 time gain and actually getting a 0.0 opener is really solid for a one try. Ooh, dropped him T though on the beach. Could cost him some time. Still ahead though, for sure.
Hey, this is going to come down to the shrooms on lap 3. These races are very tight right now.
Yeah, luckily shrooms on Peach Beach are relatively straightforward. Really the tide is the bigger issue, and Emo definitely taking it tighter with the tide, even though he's on a cycle that makes it harder. Really running away with it here. Just super well equipped to deal with that tide.
Yeah, that just shows his knowledge of the course right there. I thought while looking at that,
exactly,
he was in big trouble.
1 second difference.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought he was in trouble doing that with the tide, but he showed me that's his course knowledge right there, knowing that he can go that deep in the water and it doesn't cost anything. So well done.
Yeah, no, it's super scary because there's not an exact line drawn for you where you start to lose speed in the water. You really just kind of got to see the depth on your character, maybe. I don't know how they do it, but maybe
I think I'll ask him about that in the post-game interview. Maybe he can share his knowledge with the world. All right, so that makes it 10-2. We have one final track. I believe we've got Mario Circuit available. Wario Coliseum.
You
already picked it?
Yoshi. Yep.
Yoshi.
Yoshi for the last course. I dig it.
I agree. Great course.
Question is, will we see any shroomless jumps?
I certainly hope so. Both these players are capable of nailing that trick. Probably ill-advised to try it lap 1, although I do admit muscle memory makes you want to do it.
Oh yeah, honestly, every time when I play this track, I'm like, okay, just shroomless third lap. It's safer. You know, you can get your shrooms out of the way, then risk it. But I swear, every time muscle memory will just take me to that shroomless setup, and I'll kind of have a wide shroom. But yeah, we'll have to see what they decide. Honestly, we may not see it from Emo. I don't think he feels pressured to do it. JHawk has a 141.8 versus Emo's world record on 3-lap, actually. I'd nearly forgotten.
Very strong time.
39.5, yeah.
Oh no, Emo going for broke.
Dude, what are you doing? You didn't need to.
Ouch. I think he just wanted to go for broke. I mean, he's up 10-2, and why not?
That can definitely play into the mindset. Is like, yeah, I'm already up. So,
there's the tunnel strat. Loving it.
I was just about to say he likes doing this. All that A-list
showing
MCs.
off the entire course.
Oh yeah, he wants to explore. Yeah, JHawk obviously had a huge advantage here. Shrooms, again, just like DDJ, are huge on this track. So
Emo giving it another try, making it this time. Well done.
Yep.
I'm sure he wants that on first lap.
Yeah, makes it all right.
Well,
see if we'll definitely going for tunnel strat here again.
No, he bumped the railing.
Just a little too tight. He had to blow out a little bit more. Whatever. I swear,
Bummer.
getting into the tunnel is like harder than the shroomless jump sometimes. It's like very impractical.
I totally agree with that. I don't think I've actually even tried it.
Yeah, I haven't tried it either. I mean, it's slower in like every way, so why do it? But JHawk still looking pretty
He's
solid
racing
here, I
pretty well.
suppose. Yeah, I mean, well enough. He really doesn't have to do much to win here. Oh, and he's going it again.
Well, he's just going. He brought his bathing suit today. Wants to take a swim. Water must be warm. 143, pretty good from JHawk here. Now, I think Emo's going for the record. The wrong record, but you know what I mean. What is
the no shroom record?
The highest time in the league on a course?
Oh, I've definitely broken 2 minutes. Or okay,
Yeah.
no, this is worse than mine actually.
I believe that is a statistic Rick likes to track.
The highest time. That's pretty funny.
All right, so final score is going to be 10-3.
Yep, and bringing the players in for an interview. What's up, guys?
Yo, what's up, Phoenix?
How you feeling, Emo? Congrats on the win. Pretty easy, or pretty large point lead there. Seemed to clutch it out well. I gotta ask, just because it's fresh in my mind, going for a YOLO lap 1. Did you feel pressured to do it? I mean, JHawk's got a good like Yoshi, so I didn't know if you
I don't know, like,
needed it or you're just like YOLO.
I felt confident, and then like just immediately, that confidence just died down.
Yeah.
So...
Okay, I see that. I mean, I can understand the confidence after seeing that dry. I mean,
yeah.
you were cooking, man. But JHawk,
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about your picks because you kind of have a different decisions based, from other players. I've seen you pick like super risky tracks early. What was your thought process there? You just trying to catch Emo with some mistakes or what?
I mean, I feel like it's easier to warm up on those tracks because your driving matters a lot more on the flat tracks. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I never really thought of it that way.
That's a great way of thinking about that, actually. I had not thought about it.
We were imagining you were just trying to catch Emo with some big mistakes, and it actually kind of worked out. I mean, the BC you scraped by, and the other DDJ you were able to catch him losing his shrooms. So
yeah, I mean, I guess I'm driving about a second slower every minute than him, so I kind of need him to mess up, and it's much more likely on those tracks.
Yep. Yeah. True. But 3 points is really not bad against Emo. How well were you expecting to do? Did you have like any, estimates on how many points you'd get going into this match?
I think this is about what I could reasonably expect to get.
Okay. Well, nice. Glad you hit it.
Emo, I did want to ask real quick about your dry desert time. Did you think you had a chance to PR there? Your first 2 laps were just amazing.
I think in order to PR, I need like a really like a faster opener than that. So like I wasn't expecting it, but I was like, I could get like a really low 128. So that's what I was aiming for.
Gotcha.
Is that world record goes best split third lap? I remember one of your PRs was.
No, that one's I think 0.1 off of the best split.
Okay, so still.
So there is some time save, but yeah.
Yeah, you just had that small bonk. Lap 3 was really it that I could tell.
Also, your Peach Beach was very good. That lap 3 going right at the tide. Is that just some course knowledge there of knowing how deep you can go without losing time?
Yeah, I mean, the more you play, the more you get to that pace, you start to realize where the high tide kind of ends. So just trying to thread the needle and get as close as possible.
Yeah, well, that's pretty impressive. I couldn't tell at all. I was like, oh man, he's slowing down. I was like, wait, no, he's not. But so yeah, well done. I think we're ready to close it out unless you guys have some remarks you'd like to say.
That was good games.
Yeah, good games, man.
Glad we could play them out.
All right.
Absolutely, great job, guys.
Well, I think that'll be it for now. We got some
Battle for Bikini Bottom coming up
thank you.
next. Yep. No
Trying to
problem.
bring up the schedule. Yeah, Battle for Bikini Bottom, and that'll be it for the stream today after that. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Until next time, thank you GSA for hosting. Good job to the racers, and that'll be all. Bye.
See ya.